morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Emberescent vlog. So nice to see you guys this week. You might notice it's a little different in here. I got a new computer set up in here, so we get a little bit of a different angle on my office. You get to see my nice bookshelf, my nice National Park postcards. Pretty sweet. It's nice to change things up every now and then. But let's get to announcements this week, and I don't got much for you. So without much going on, without any further ado, we got to get to the dad joke of the week. It's a good one this week. What's the most detail-oriented ocean? The Pacific. Get it? Because Pacific? Guys, they get better and better every week. But enough of that. Let's get to our topic this week. So, this week, we are talking sacrifice. Sacrifice. And the inspiration behind this topic was a little different this week. Usually we're inspired by the gospel from the past weekend, but actually this week we're going to be inspired by the first reading from Genesis. And in it, we see Abraham ready to do the unthinkable. But let's read it, and then we can kind of go from there to see what exactly is going on here. So this is a reading from the book of Genesis 22. God put Abraham to the test. He called to him, "Abraham." "Here I am," he replied. Then God said, "Take your son Isaac, your only one whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah. There you shall offer him up as a holocaust on a height that I will point out to you." When they came to the place of which God had told him, Abraham built an altar there and arranged the wood on it. Then he reached out and took the knife to slaughter his son. But the Lord's messenger called to him from heaven, "Abraham, Abraham." "Here I am," he answered. "Do not lay your hand on the boy," said the messenger. "Do not do the least thing to him. I now know how devoted you are to God, since you did not withhold from me your own beloved son." As Abraham looked about, he spied a ram caught by its horns in a thicket. So he went, took the ram, and offered it up as holocaust in place of his son. Again the Lord's messenger called to Abraham from heaven and said, "I swear by myself, declares the Lord, that because you acted as you did in not withholding from me your beloved son, I will bless you abundantly, make your descendants as countless as the stars in the sky and the sands of the seashore. Your descendants shall take possession of the gates of their enemies, and in their descendants all the nations of the Lord shall find blessing. All this because you obeyed my command." The word of the Lord. So, whoa. I don't know about you. This has always been one of the darkest readings in the Bible for me, and one of the toughest to wrap my head around. On one hand, we can respect Abraham's commitment to what God asked, but on the other, God is asking him to sacrifice his son. What? And it's especially hard to accept when we remember how Abraham got his son. So let's think back to some of our biblical knowledge here. If we remember, Abraham's wife Sarah couldn't conceive and have a child. And after asking God, God finally gifted them with this child, Isaac. So it makes it even worse that then God asked them to sacrifice this child. What do we make of this? Well, let's step back for a second. Let's step back from our gut reaction and look for what this reading is trying to tell us. First off, there's the obvious parallel to Jesus here, right? Abraham is gifted with a son, just as we humans were gifted with Jesus, and then he had to make the ultimate sacrifice for us. But beyond that, I think God is asking us to reflect on what he is asking of us. See, he's asking us to listen, to hear his voice, and see if we can obey even when it's hard or even impossible. Of course, God isn't asking you to sacrifice a loved one. That's not the point, right? That's not what he's asking you to do. But what things that are a comfort for us, something we think we can't live without, that might be pulling us away from God, is God asking us to give up? What a question for Lent. It's a question that allows us to look deep and see what God is presenting us with. First off, are we even listening? And are we willing to give it up if God asks it of us? See, Abraham is being asked here to give up the thing he loves the most, his son. And again, we're not being asked to do that. But I think if we listen, God is asking hard things of us. Are we willing to do them? Even if it means great sacrifice. Let's reflect on this together this Lent. Where is God calling us? What is he calling us to sacrifice? And are we ready and willing to make that symbolic sacrifice? Are we willing to be like Abraham and follow without question, knowing that what God has in store for us is meant to be, that he knows what is best for us? Well, I hope that helps you recontextualize this reading a little bit, because it's not about killing a son. It's about listening to the voice of God and making the sacrifices he may ask us to. So let's close with a prayer. I think that's a good place for us to end today. And I got a good Lenten prayer for us today. And I think this prayer really hits on the idea of fasting and feasting. So let's pray this together. In the Father, and of the Son, of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Fast from judging others. Feast on Christ, dwelling in them. Fast from fear of illness. Feast on the healing power of God. Fast from words that pollute. Feast on speech that purifies. Fast from discontent. Feast on gratitude. Fast from anger. Feast on patience. Fast from pessimism. Feast on hope. Fast from negatives. Feast on encouragement. Fast from bitterness. Feast on forgiveness. Fast from self-concern. Feast on compassion. Fast from suspicion. Feast on truth. Fast from gossip. Feast on purposeful silence. Fast from problems that overwhelm. Feast on prayer that sustains. Fast from anxiety. Feast on faith. Amen. In the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Hope you guys took something from that prayer on things we can fast from and things we can feast from and things that we can sacrifice for God. I love you guys as usual. Big heart for you. And I hope you're having a great week. And I will see you guys next week. Have a great one. Bye, guys.